Welcome back, everybody, to Genesis Noir. I finally calmed down enough to play this game again. Because in the other episode, it was very hard to steer when they were moving, when they were dancing. It was very hard to steer, and also the music they had was kind of it wasn't my kind of music. So I just after like almost an hour of it, I couldn't do it anymore, so I decided to take a break and I did Mandan videos. So we're continuing where we left off last time. I think last time we had they danced, and then I'm assuming that's a placeholder for we did a lot of stuff. Humanity did a lot of stuff with the knowledge they gained through the experiences and the years of doing science, and now they're stuck in what they don't have a purpose. What do we do? I'm guessing.
No.
Here I think they're just pondering let's see. Do I tap her or something on her shoulder? I remember we were looking at some doors or something, but I have no idea. Okay. Okay, here it is. We'll do this one because I think we'll do the inquiry last because I always liked the scientist lady more than the other guys. Although I did like the jazz section, the jazz themed section a lot. It was kind of too short and felt kind of empty, but we're gonna go from left to right now. I just picked the middle because we were running out of time, and usually when that happens, I just try to not rush, but like do stuff. Like if there's like something to be decision to be made, I just try to make it as easy as simple as I can. I don't think about it, just do it. And then we get to the end of the episode, and then I hope that was the right decision. So okay. But here I don't think it matters. I think you could just go in any order, and it just shows you like different versions of the same universe. So the last time I talked to my brother, he was talking about the space between universes and how each universe may have different rules than this one, and that just because we have this one figured out, like they showed here earlier like in episode 12, doesn't they figured it out, and they had created like some golden idol of science. I'm guessing it's science. I have no idea. That's my like assumption that I'm making. Just because they had created this golden idol of science in the darkness, with all the knowledge they had and all the tech they had, doesn't mean that we're gonna be just as good at tech in another universe. So as soon as that's like the door. We're probably gonna have to use that door to get out of here or something. So let's do this one. I can't go through it. Wow. Okay. So we're not gonna be. That doesn't mean we're gonna be just as good at doing science in a different universe. So it's like it starts all over again. It may start all over again, or we figure out all this stuff where we get to the pinnacle of knowledge in this universe, and then we figure out that we can go to a different one that's totally different from this one. Maybe totally different than this one, and we get there, and then we figure out that all our stuff doesn't work, or most of it doesn't work, or that we can't survive there, or so it's kind of interesting when you get into that, or thinking about that, because it's like we're so obsessed with being the best at what we have, getting more tech, more development, and we may reach a point where this is our limit, and we can't do more than this because we can't survive, or it's physically impossible to do something because that's just where the limit of that's just the limit of our state of being, because we don't have a way to do certain things. So then what is humanity gonna do when this happens? I mean, we talk about the technology sense a lot, but what's missing is the human sense, the social sense, it's cool. These are all like that's what's missing from this game. I mean, they're doing a fine job. I forgive the game for like being annoying the last episode, but that's what they're kind of missing, is the social sense, because like right now everybody is not really come on, I just want to get in there. Everybody's not really peaceful, or the world's kind of not peaceful. It was sort of peaceful back a couple years ago. No, it's not so peaceful, but that just means that it goes in cycles. But the thing I've seen is that I think is that it has a tendency to pull apart, just like the law of entropy, where everything's like pulling itself apart. So I wonder how humanity deals with this for millennia, because that's what they're like saying it's gonna take. It's like, oh, it's gonna take, it's gonna be like many years before the black singularity thing that they said it was gonna happen, where the one single black hole will consume the entire universe. So it'll be interesting to see if how people organize themselves in this new universe, or this new reality, because it's so different from what we know. We look at the heavens from here on Earth, and we see all these stars and black holes, and sometimes white holes if they open up, and nebulas, and all this stuff, asteroids, comets, and we're excited, but we still haven't reached the pinnacle of knowledge, and we don't know everything. So there's like passion to explore what's out there. It's like a passion to explore what's out there, but after many millennia, and we reach that point where we can't anymore, because we ran out of time, because the black hole destroyed everything, or recreated it, or because we figured it out. This is kind of scary. It's like trying to get out. what is society going to look like? What is it going to do when it has no focus anymore? Are we going to be dancing like they're dancing, or is everybody going to be tearing each other apart because they have nothing to do and they're bored? How about we head there? We can't. So, those are just some of the questions like that. Just looking around, trying to see if there's anything we missed before we go into this other door. That's just one of the questions I think about, because it's like I don't see the way we interact with each other now. I don't really see how we would last this long. Maybe it isn't the humanity that reaches to the point of, the point of where we max out our knowledge, but probably AI robots that last for years and are more logical than humans. Maybe they will be the ones that reach that pinnacle of knowledge. But I mean, since civilization has been around, there's always been war, and there'll always be war, because people don't change. Same thing, they have the same sort of attitudes. So it'd be interesting to see how this aspect influences or affects society in this, as we develop into I guess I'll call it ascended knowledge. Because this is actually showing the past, and each culture and how it would, and what they were about, what their values, and what happened. Because here we see a lot of soldiers fighting. And this is one of the cultures that we've witnessed in the game. So I'm thinking that if the woman hears anything, she's probably either the remnants of humanity, downloaded into software, or she's humans are still around, but I don't know. Humans are still around, but I was gonna say I like these watches, but humans are still around, but she's how do I say, a consciousness, their consciousness, all of their consciousnesses. We're supposed to go forward. So it's one. Excuse me. She's all of their consciousness mixed into one. So more like the zeitgeist, or the ghost of the times, or the group consciousness. That's what I think she is. That's why they called her the Siren Sapien, I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. Just again, another assumption I'm making. Anybody else can think of any other explanation, and they'd be right, because he's upset, or because there's nothing I'm basing this off of. Just conjecture. Maybe he has a grudge against her because she. Well, yeah, we already explained it. She upstaged him. He got thrown out. She was better than him, and he got upset, and so he decided to kill her, even if it was what do you call it? Even if it was but it's after we met her. It seems like it's after we met her. So it's his watch. So we won the. Wow, that's cool. That they decided to. Sorry, they decided to show the story in that way. So we beat him at a card game. She gave him a watch. We beat him at a card game. We took the watch, and then she threw him out because I guess she didn't have the watch. He didn't have the watch he gave her. She gave him, sorry. Fix it. Wait up. Oh man. He didn't have the watch she gave him because he bet it and he lost. So that watch basically showed that he didn't care about her, so she basically rejected him. He got thrown out of his job, and he basically lost his reason to be, and then basically became violent. The thing I don't get is how humanity is or how the consciousness of humanity is attached to this guy so much. In the game I don't get it. Because they're telling two stories at the same time, but sometimes I don't get the symbolism. Maybe somebody else in the audience does, but sometimes I don't get it. You have to save anyone? Yeah, because it's not your fault. But the thing is that, I mean, if strictly speaking, yeah, you do, because you're a detective and that's your job. Win or lose, that's your job. Wherever the dice fall, that's what it is. It's your job. She's like, you don't have to save anybody. They killed each other by themselves. You don't have to do anything. But that's not how it works. Bubble theory states that there is a multiverse beyond our universe, a highly energized territory called the inflation. Yeah, inflation. That's weird. Inflation field. There is an infinite number of universes expanded out of nothingness. Each one of these universes is unique, from the cosmological constant to the masses of fundamental particles. As of yet, there is no way of understanding these strange worlds, but imagination embodies the dark unknown in myth. Imagination embodies the dark unknown in myth. As I lay prostrate under the night sky, flashes of color illuminate my mind as the mushroom reaches my rumbling stomach and I sit straight as an arrow. The many stars shine down on me, and in them I see ancestors naked and gaunt. They dance in front of a great fire. They become ash. They become the stag and the bison. They bubble into roiling water and mist like demons. The sublime grandeur of the sky overwhelms, but the ancestral spirit's presence calms me down, and out of this unknowable haze, a world emerges wrapped in familiar forms. Out of this unknowable haze, a world emerges wrapped in familiar forms. Meditation purges the mind of grief, of anxiety, of indecision, and in their place I find an empty cup in my hand. I too am empty now. The water boils and I watch. Each bubble glistens brightly for a moment, then it is gone. Memories flit through my mind, but then they are gone. Steam spouts from the kettle as it sings eternally. My serenity slips and thoughts of death return. I breathe intently once more as the eternal demon is reborn and my mind transforms the wisp of preternatural smoke into bodies in steel and stone. My mind transforms the wisps of preternatural smoke into bodies in steel and concrete. Rhythms and harmonies become cheering audiences, drunk and lusty. My instrument pulls the crowd out of the night and makes them real. It pulls musicians to me too, brothers, dames, has-beens, and somebodies. I get drunk on whiskey. I bubble and dance with the crowd. Circles intersect for a few moments, and strangers inspire songs in me to rule the radio waves. I experiment with melody, but notes collide unpleasantly. The song eludes me, but the beat, brothers, fills my heart with a rhythmic experience that reshapes the world and makes this form eternal. My experience reshapes the world and makes this form eternal. Particles become waves before my eyes as the lab machines buzz quietly. I throw the particles at each other and they shatter into a constellation of fragments. I analyze the results and discover unending expansion. I hypothesize its origins, an inflation field. I visualize this multiverse as a fractal of intersecting bubbles and my mind reels. The disparate particles collapse into one unified form, radiant and dangerous, before becoming lost in the field. The data draws me in like a siren song. In my daze, a time traveler embraces me. I am comforted and comprehend the universe, the multiverse. I am comforted and comprehend the multiverse. I give it a name. Our imagination embodies the dark unknown in myth. Out of this unknowable haze, a world emerges wrapped in familiar forms. Our mind transforms the wisps of preternatural smoke into bodies in steel and concrete. Our experience reshapes the world and makes this form eternal. We give it a name. We call it the constant. This has been one of the most interesting episodes in the game so far. They do touch upon the universes and stuff, but there's like this space between the worlds. So it isn't just you just come into one and then you leave this one, you get directly to another one. There's a space in between. That space, it has a name. I don't know right now. My brother was saying that maybe we can dwell between the spaces of the universes, and instead of picking, like, jumping directly into one or the other. Okay, what's going on? I don't see my pointer. So let's check out what she's. A massive god, victim to the Big Bang. We whisper a prayer. So why are we the Siren Sapien? Exodus. Yeah, it's. I kind of don't want to start this because it's getting close to the end of the episode. I'm not sure how long it'll take. I'm probably gonna cut it if it takes too long because I want you guys to have a complete episode, something that's complete. Give her some pants, dude. And a watch, since you have so many of those.
You don't have to save anyone.
Just do it, dude. Don't hesitate. Do it. Just do it. Save her and stop this constant doubting. Pick one. Save her or don't. Just pick one. And we're going in. I don't care. We're going in. Not because we get the girl, but because it's the right thing to do. If there's a crime, you gotta do the right thing. You can't just ignore it and be like, oh, it didn't happen. It did, and we need to do something about it. Not alone. No man is alone. So yeah, that was a pretty. I like this game. I mean, I forgive it for episode 12, but I really like this game. The constantly threw around and stuff. I'm kind of looking back at it. I should have probably done some sort of a pre-work or something. Like not pre-work, but more like I could have asked my brother to give me like lecture on this stuff, and then maybe I could have had more trivia to share with you guys instead of just like the basics from like years ago. Stuff that like it's not concrete because I didn't get a lecture on it like the day of or the day before. That would have been nice. At least I think for you guys to just listen to me rant about the stuff that the trivia and stuff that connects to the game. So anyways, I hope you guys liked watching the game, and I hope you continue to come back to the channel for help. You continue to come back for the channel to look at videos or to just I guess I did say help to unwind, help to to have something to watch. I plan to do more series just so that you guys have something to watch. Because I did enjoy doing this game, and I do enjoy doing Mundan. You call this place the Constant. You sit beside me, bubbles dance in my beer glass as I voice each of your many names. You look at me with a sense of achievement, and I feel myself torn. You ask what the true nature of reality looks like, what existed before the Big Bang rocketed the universe into existence. I tell you that these are unanswerable questions. You reply that you have big plans, and I take another drink. Imagination embodies the dark, unknown in myth, and in time that is what you will become. So I really like this tune that's playing. What? Keep previous. So somebody made a mistake here with you sit beside me, bubbles dance in my beer glass as I voice each of your many names. You look at me with a sense of achievement and I feel myself torn. So they made a mistake here. So I hope, because it kind of ruins the game. Like if you have this execution at the end of the series, it kind of ruins the game. Like the scene is really good, but the song and here this thing's here where they are right here. This mimics that painting that the Nighthawks, I think it's called. I forget the artist's name, but it mimics the Nighthawks kind of because they're like by themselves. It's one of my favorite paintings. Although I don't know the artist's name, even though I saw it yesterday, and I saw the artist's name, and I saw like 40 of them that were like that like had like the names and the artwork and the names, and it's like an explanation. I read through everything. I still don't remember. It wasn't yesterday. It was like a couple days ago, like probably a week already. But yeah, if you have this kind of execution with it, where you like somebody forgets to do this kind of thing, it kind of stinks because it ruins like the atmosphere of your game. When you have like this text at the end of the game, this is supposed to evoke like a strong feeling of this time period or whatever. But 1930s, I think. And instead, like you have this big piece of text like right in the center of the screen that says keep previous, and you know that somebody messed up and they never patched it. So it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, for what it was okay. I don't regret my purchase. I just wish that the execution would have been a little bit better, because all that work, the artists did their job. They worked hard. The storytellers, they tried to do their best, how they presented the story and everything, and then at the end somebody forgot to take this out from the coding, so they kind of had an error. Excuse me. They had an error, and it was just it just kind of ruins it. Kind of ruins the end of the atmosphere at the end, which is it's just kind of sad. But yeah, I will be doing more games like this later. I will be doing more games like this later, and I'll continue. I'm gonna keep trying to grow the channel slowly but surely. And hopefully I get better at this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the series. And that's all from me for now. I'll start another series soon. Thank you for watching. That's all from me today.